Hello everyone, Lubed here, and welcome to my switch review of the Akko V3 Cream Yellow switches. The Cream Yellows are a 3-pin linear switch with an actuation force of 55 grams and a total travel of 3.5 millimeters. It also has an 18 millimeter actuation spring. The switch uses a Kale style housing with a polycarbonate top and bottom housing and a palm stem. These switches do not come factory lubed and is completely bone dry in stock form. This is how they sound in stock form. And lubed. So I decided to do a stock versus lubed sound test on my Keychron V1 and my Gas 67 keyboard. But first, a quick disclaimer that the sound may vary and will sound different in real life depending on your keyboard. So let's move on to the sound test. Okay, that was it for the sound tests. So, what are my thoughts on the Akko V3 Cream Yellows? I used these switches in stock form for a week and I actually enjoyed it. They performed very well and they were fairly smooth. But sometimes you could hear some spring ping and there was a tiny bit of scratchiness to it too. And then I decided to lube the switches and I noticed improvements. When lubed, these switches can compare to other more expensive switches. They became even better sound-wise and feel-wise. What I liked was the shorter travel at 3.5 millimeters and the actuation force at 55 grams was actually good. It was not super light like some of Akko's previous switches, which is really good to see. Should you lube these switches? I think you should. Don't get me wrong, they are very good in stock form, but when lubed, the switch reaches its maximum potential. They become even smoother and the sound becomes more full. I'm not sure if you can hear much difference with the sound tests, but to my ear the switch sounds more clean and creamy when lubed. How do they compare to the Keychron Milky Yellows? They are both great budget switches and I recommend them both, but if I had to choose one, I would choose the Cream Yellows. This is because I like the shorter travel, the clean, clacky, creamy sound, and they are a bit smoother than the Milky Yellows in my opinion. The key difference between the switches are that the sound profile is very different to each other. The Milky Yellows are deeper and quieter, and the Cream Yellows are creamier, clackier, and significantly louder. I hope this helps if you're stuck between choosing these two switches. Okay, do I recommend these switches? If you haven't guessed it by now, I do. I think you should try these switches out if you're looking for a switch that sounds and feels great and is also really cheap. I mean, $9 per 45 pack, it's so good. Good in stock form, great when lubed. Sounds good on both my budget keyboards, and I really liked it. Okay, that's it for my review. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll try to answer them as quick as I can. Otherwise, feel free to leave a like if you like this video, and consider subscribing if you like my content. And as always, until next time.